Greetings of the day, children, and welcome to the online EduClass session for class 6, chapter number 5, Separation of Substances, part 2. After cleaning in the fields, when the grains reach our home, they are further cleaned by sorting the grains out of the stones and other impurities. This way, they are further cleaned by hand picking. This method is used for separating small particles of dirt, stone, husk, etc. from the grains of wheat, rice, pulses that we buy from the market and may contain impurities in the form of these stones or unwanted grains. Often, these impurities look very different from the food item and can be spotted easily. This method is preferred when the quantity of the mixture is small and unwanted substance is present in smaller quantities, and the size, shape, or color of the unwanted substance is different from that of the useful one. You can see here the mechanical grain sorter is I have shown here. This is used to clean grains from the unwanted matter. But when the size is small and we can't pick it by hand or sort it out by machines, then what we will do? We go for sieving. Sieving is used when two components of mixture have different particle size and they are so small that they cannot be hand picked or machine sorted. Sieving allows the fine particles to pass through the holes of the sieve while the bigger particles remain in the sieve. For example, sieving of wheat flour, sieving of sand at construction sites, etc. The smaller components passes through the pores of the sieve, whereas the larger components is left behind in it. Okay, so as we have learned that some substances are soluble in water. When some sugar is added to coffee and stirred, it disappears. This is because the sugar has dissolved in milk. Also, when we add sugar in water, it also disappears. Why? Again, sugar is soluble in water as well. When we sprinkle salt in a liquid, that also disappears. The reason is same, that salt is soluble in water. In this way, we can say when a soluble substance is dissolved completely in a liquid, a homogeneous or evenly distributed mixture is formed. It is known as a solution. If we go on adding soluble substance in same solvent continuously at room temperature, we will find that after some time no more soluble substance can be dissolved and it starts settling at the bottom. Okay, so why it is not dissolving anymore? Because there is no space left behind in the solution to accommodate the solute particles. Okay, a solution in which no more soluble substance can be dissolved at room temperature is called a saturated solution. The substances which is added to mix or a component of a solution present in a smaller amount is known as a solute. On the other hand, the substance which is mixing the solute in itself or a liquid substance capable of dissolving or dispersing one or more other substance and is present in larger amount is known as a solvent. We can assume that solute remains in a smaller quantity than the solvent, right? Dissolving is a change where substances mix completely with the liquid they have been added to. This way, the substance that dissolves is called a solute and the substance in which the solute dissolves is called a solvent. So, the blue particles are the solvent and the orange particles are solute. The resulting mixture is called solution. Thus, solute plus solvent gives a solution. We already know that not all substances dissolve in water, right? In the previous chapter, yes, some substances like salt and sugar dissolve in water and are known as soluble substances. But some substances are like sawdust and sand do not dissolve in water and are known as insoluble substances. A saturated solution is the solution in which no more of solute can be dissolved. Right? A saturated solution is such a substance in which no more solute can be dissolved. Right? But what if we heat the solution? We can increase the solubility of the solute by heating the solution. Solubility is the ability of substance to get dissolved in a given liquid. The quantity of substance that can dissolve in hot water is much more as compared to that in cold water. There are some other factors also which increase the solubility of the solute. Right. So, children, this is all about the chapter. Dear children, let only the solution saturate. You all always stay unsaturated for knowledge. Separation is important when we get something good out of it, like cream, butter, paneer, cheese, and their yum recipes. Right? So keep exploring new ideas and examples in your daily life. Till then, thank you very much.